And for a lot of these players on 5 years, first LAN as a squad. But they got their first LAN or first RLCS win in that Regional 1. So they've proven they can achieve a lot.
And 5 years opting for the double corner boost. They didn't send any cheat up. And immediately, they do get possession, but they are forced to go the full length of the field. Let's see how long you can stay there. Hello, CRR off the ceiling and bottom left corner. Oh my goodness gracious me, Lemon. It's a devastating opening blow for NIP.
Oh, just a heavy touch from Guns, and look how ready NIP are to strike early while the pan is hot with the pre-jump and everything.
That's that dirty work we were talking about from Snowy. That type of clear to get through one at the midfield line and force Ninjas in Pyjamas. That doesn't show up on the stat line, but those breakups are big.
Pyjamas going for a dunk opportunity, but now Oli and Jorius will take turns. This comes out. Guns is stuck in it 1v2 and can't hold back against NIP.
Yeah, too hot to handle there. Snowy jumped initially, and unfortunately, NIP had all 3 players ready to go. Guns on the back line there, 20 boost in the tank, and trying to figure out how he was going to defend 2 players. Just got tongue-tied, gave up a second one. Ninjas in Pyjamas.
Watch how these challenges go for NIP. They're winning them more often than not, which really extends their offense. These missed touches are giving openings to 5 years.
Oh, and I thought he saved it. I thought it was going to go off the bar for a second, but not quite. Look at CRR go in front of the ball here. He knows that, hey, we're through everybody. Just got to get a piece of Snowy. Got just enough of one. Guns gave it his best go, but unfortunately, that'll probably seal the deal here at the end of game 1. And Ninjas in Pyjamas never really let off the gas. They've spent maybe, what, 30 seconds on their own half-lane defense all game? Talk about a tone setter. Boy, did they do it.
Snowy already has to get tackled. Tekos with a hero play to set up Guns for success, and it's at the back of the net. 5 years, get one on the board.
Life, a great flip reset from Tekos, and a little helping hand. You see Oli get a little bump on Tekos, which actually gave the ball some extra boost over the top of the second man challenging. Ninjas in Pyjamas not ready to deal with the variance there, and that's a great move for 5 years. It's like I say, it's better to be lucky than good sometimes.
And that's just one to get the morale going. Less than a minute to go. You're going to need more than morale to win, especially with TRR is flip resetting. And you got Oli being a monster in the net. Somehow 5 years get it out there. A squad with one of their own. And now they're within 1.
Mamma mia, Jorius, first off, way to get up to that one with 20 boost. He knew that was on target. He had to get up and make a save, and he was hoping that he was going to have a little bit of help in the midfield, but follow through from Guns. Strong and deliberate, bottom left corner. It's a ball game out of nowhere. Love the attempt. They know they got to get in behind Ninjas in Pyjamas somehow. They're going to start taking some risk deep into the middle. Dangerous ball off the bar and out. Tekos lets it go for Guns. Solo effort with no time on the clock. What do you got, buddy? Show it to me. On the floor and denied. NIP win game 1, but man, go and steal the corner boost. They didn't even bump it all that much. They were kind of just saying, look, we're going to take the challenges. We're going to steal your boost. We're going to squeeze you into your own half and say, come and beat us. And 5 years took that information and tried it and gave it a real good go in the final minute and a half or so. So I want to see him come out with that same fire, that same creativeness, see what they can do in game 2.
And NIP are not rushing things whatsoever. They take the time to assess the field as Guns assesses the back of the net. And that's the first goal for 5 years.
Nice flick through one, and look at him stay patient. Take a 50, stay on the outside. Don't force the 50. Make Oli commit to the challenge. Guns getting saucy on the dribbles. Great speed from 5 years defensively. Whoa, Guns with a nice flip reset. Oli off the backboard with 0 makes a save. Jorius, you're going to need a big solo effort. Actually sneaks through everyone. Can they score it, though? Guns forced to make a stop with limited boost, and what a touch it was. And Tekos will lend a helping hand on the back line.
Going to show his Guns and already start at 50. Already get NIP to reconsider their approach, but Snowy now gets beat. Guns kind of waiting for his moment against CRR. You try to break up the passes from NIP. I like that out of 5 years. Tekos bar down, can't make contact. That's it for NIP.
Like the shot choice here from Jorius. When you see that defender go up the backboard like Tekos, best place to shoot, right at the floor. It's tough to make a save because you're ready for just about anything, but when you have to commit...
Oli's working with nothing, but trying to do something, and the rest of NIP fell back for boost, and they're already back, returned to sender. And man, 5 years, they're trying to find any kind of open lane. They're trying to win the midfield. It's not happening. NIP knocking at the door of a win.
Close call, 10 seconds. Someone make something happen.
Gotta happen. Oh, CRR gets beat. Not even a full clear as Snowy has to get up high for this. We may just go to OT, and we do. We're trying to be as risk-free in this overtime as possible. The Guns trying to get under it. Good dribble right below as Tekos. Double commit though from NIP, and they secure the block. And trying to transition this fluidly, and it's not easy. 5 years though, they can't seem to maintain the pressure, but they gotta maintain a defense, and thank God for that post.
Yeah, Tekos had to work overtime there. He had to dodge the bump from CRR and still maintain that he could make it to cover the net. This one's far post, and he'll make another save on 0. Talk about getting some work done. Snowy accidentally tips that the wrong way, but he will fight as hard as he can with a little helping hand from Tekos out of his corner. 5 Fears need to reestablish a little bit of control here in the overtime, as right now Ninjas and Pyjamas slowly but surely taking over. Here comes CRR to put the game away. Yes, with a little helping hand for Jorius.
About time this boils over, but what 5 years have been able to do with no resources. Tekos has kept it out as long as he could, but NIP...
boy, are they having to work hard to try and keep Ninjas and Pyjamas from building a more dangerous attack.
He demoed CRR, so 5 years have a sigh of relief. Tekos in an awkward spot. What is going on? That just rolls into an open net.
Oh, that's a devastating comms hiccup. Tekos thinks Snowy's going to get it because Snowy's probably saying he's flipping forward. So Tekos gives a little stutter step, shimmy shake, try and get the defender to hesitate, but...
And this is just not the time to get frustrated either, especially when I assume that was the timeout, and it is still just match point for NIP, but here comes Tekos. It seems like the red carpet was put down, but you gotta peel back so many layers of NIP and Oli. Oh, you got the team bumping into each other, but Guns escorts us to safety. You gotta peel back so many layers of NIP and Oli. Oh, you got the team bumping into each other, but Guns escorts us to safety. It's not even over yet. You got more demos, and NIP have the numbers. Snowy has the save, but the rebound still go in favor of NIP. The double, no, the stop. Guns, he's got it.
And back post tonight as well. Jorius just poking and prodding, but you do know that they've got what it takes to go out there and take it to you with some challenges. So spread the field, pass it across, and oops, they're just going to beat themselves. Oli will put this one back right corner.
Yeah, this was starting to get to a tempo that was a little bit scrappy as Snowy tried to come out from the back wall to make contact, try to get a solid clear after the gun setup, but goes to Oli first.
And then just poke the ball out into the corner, and that's just going to throw the defense of 5 Fears into all kinds of disarray, because you always have to respect, you cannot allow the lead to grow as that ball just over Tekos' head. Second opportunity gone begging, racing back, and there's 3. Brutal stuff. They sent the house super early here for 5 Fears. Snowy diving out of the midfield line, just a step too late. And also, I think on a different line, did not expect that extra touch from the NIP player directly under the ball, but tough pill to swallow, and without miracles, feels like this one's done and dusted. I know 2.5 minutes and halfway through is pretty early to shut the door on them, but you gotta prove that you can get on the attack and stay there, and that's 4. That stings.
God, I see so many demos happening off ball. Like 5 Years are trying to fight fire with fire, but it's goals that win games, right? And you're having kind of these missed pieces that a couple of open nets now are sailing by, and you have demos happening while this is going on. So 5 Years maybe just got to focus on the standard play, and they're out for blood.
Yeah, that was Mad Max Fury right there. Everyone just exploding on the kickoff. 5 Fear, another one. That's going to be left side. Yep, number 5. All right. Chalk it up, folks. 5 Fears, boy. I got to say, game 1, good opener. Game 2, probably could have won it. And game 3 just slips away. You get a little bit antsy, you know. I understand that feeling, you know. You're down 2 goals. You feel like you want to make something happen, make it a ball game again as soon as possible. But that discipline is what pays the dividends there. You can't force it, because this is what happens when you do. You go down 6. Oh.
Felt like 5 Years could have just focused on the few attempts that they had, but they were very lethal looking. Like how you were able to feed the ball to Guns. And I like that, you know, 5 fears are still going for it. Now the demos are not happening as much. You're just focusing on some good Rocket League. Can we play off of each other? Because there's still more matches to play today. So you cannot write off day one or even this match, as we'll get one on the board here for 5 years.
Jorius would like to have that clear back instead of straight up. He would like the safety of the corner, and more importantly, he would like to not put it into his own net. But best laid plans, it's okay. That's why you had 6 goals of difference between you, and you can afford to make mistakes like that.
Punishing power has always been stronger from NIP. Like, if you have these off-ball demos, as soon as you're out of position, NIP just cook you.
Guns trying to pull the string there on Oli. Love that air dribble, just not forcing it through the challenge. And that will be number 7, a classic trip down to South America to open things up here in the Boston Major on the alternate stream. Well done, Ninjas in Pajamas. You have earned the first Brazil of the tournament, and very possibly the only one.
That's true. And no, it's looking like a clean sweep, and it will be confirmed in the next 30 seconds, which having that under the belt's important, and having that good warm-up too for when you face power NRG is going to be very important for either squad, because we're going to be going through groups in these first 2 days, and no more Brazil.
No more Brazil. Unlucky. Good try, NIP, but you will love the goal differential if it really does come down to some absolute nonsense in the group standings for Group A. So well done for you to run up the score, and that's the unfortunate reality. When goal differential is a tiebreaker, running up the score is completely valid, and you should every single opportunity you get. But 5 fears, I like it. Gotta say, I know you got blown out here in Game 3, but that's okay. Sometimes that happens.
It ends in a blowout for sure. You know, you could say that OT was nice, and I definitely felt like 5 fears felt like they could win it, and then you had that slip-up happen at the start of Game 3, and it felt like the frustration really kicked in there.
Yeah, that's a very tough one to have, like, to open up the game, I will say. Just like a complete comms hiccup where you definitely could have had a challenge to keep things clean. I mean, that's a bad pill to swallow, leaves a real bad taste in the mouth, no doubt.